When I think Pesach, I think matzah. But why do we eat matzah? What's the reason for eating this age-old bread? Well, Chazal give two reasons. One, lechem oni. It's considered a poor man's bread. Two, the Jewish people didn't have enough time to let their dough rise when they left Mitzrayim. Let's analyze these reasons a little deeper. Lechem oni, a poor man's bread. Really? A poor man's bread? I mean, if you look at the difference between matzah and chametz, the only difference is time. I mean, it takes more time to let your dough rise and turn it into something like chametz. But matzah is definitely not cheaper. It's the same ingredients. And secondly, if you look at the second reason given, the fact that the dough didn't have time to rise. Why didn't they let their dough rise the night before? They were told that they were going to be leaving. I want to give an amazing answer that my rebbi, Rabbi Yitzchak Berkowitz, gave. He connects these two reasons in a beautiful way. You see, lechem oni does not mean a poor man's bread because it's cheap. Lechem oni refers to the depressed man's bread. The Jewish people were in such a low state emotionally when they were in Egypt that they didn't care what they ate. Not because they didn't have another few minutes for their matzah to rise, but because when a person is in such a low state that they have no meaning, no joy, nothing to look forward to, they won't put in the time that it takes to make a meal taste a little bit better. However, there's another type of person who also doesn't care what he eats, but for an entirely different reason. And that person is the supercharged, excited, purposeful person. The businessman who has half a coffee at each desk because he's so excited about the next project that he's got to move on to. You see, on Pesach, the Jewish people transformed from person number one, the depressed person, who's so low emotionally that he couldn't care less what he ate, to the second person, as from Mitzrayim, the Jewish people went on to get the Torah, which is literally the purpose of creation. The purpose of creation was given to this nation. And at that point, they became the second person who also doesn't care what he eats. But because he's in such a rush to do the next exciting, purposeful thing. And that, my friends, is called Geula. Geula, given purpose in life, given mission in life. Moving past whatever is holding you back from being the real person you can be. On Pesach, we have the opportunity to take that wave of inspiration, that wave of Geula, and go from person number one to person number two. Chag Sameach. עם סגולה בואי קלה בשמחה בואי קלה ברינה בואי קלה בצהולה בואי קלה בואי